Okay, I ask you one question. What was my school principal's name? You're so intelligent. I have doctor sitting here, surgeon sitting here, head of the hospital sitting here, psychiatrist, psychologist, assistant to physicians. I have podiatrist sitting here. I have all experts sitting here. You're so smart. I really respect. Now answer me one question. What is name of my school principal? You don't know? Or you know what? You don't know. Okay, answer my another question. Since when you don't know? जब मैंने ये सवाल पूछा कि मेरे स्कूल का प्रिंसिपल कौन है, आपने कहा मुझे नहीं मालूम. मैं कहती हूँ कब से नहीं मालूम? तो इसका जवाब क्या है? Never. Think again. You are an engineer. Don't give an unengineered answer. When I asked, only then you realized that you don't know. As simple as that. Oh my God, why do you go into philosophies all the time? ये चुटकुला हिंदी में बनता, हिंदी में ही कहूँगी, ठीक है? एक स्कूल की इंस्पेक्शन हो रही थी. इंस्पेक्टर आया क्लास में, तो वो बच्चों की पढ़ाई कैसी हो रही है, उनकी कैसी ग्रोथ हो रही है, तो उसने बच्चों का टेस्ट लेना था. तो वो पूछता है सबसे कि अच्छा बच्चों, मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछता हूँ. इस मेज की 4 टांगें हैं, बोर्ड पीछे काला है, बताओ मेरी उम्र कितनी है? हाँ? मेज की 4 टांगें हैं, बोर्ड पीछे काला है, बोलो मेरी उम्र कितनी है? अब किसको आए जवाब? किसी को भी नहीं आ रहा. उसने बड़ी गालियां निकाली, कुछ नहीं आता, बेकार. टीचर को भी बड़ी गाली निकाली, सब बेकार. इतने में एक बच्चे ने हाथ खड़ा किया. इंस्पेक्टर बड़ा खुश हुआ. हाँ बोलो बेटा. कहते जी आपकी उम्र है 50. अरे वाह, तुम्हें कैसे मालूम? कहते मेरे बड़े भैया हैं, वो 25 साल के हैं, वो आधे पागल हैं. उस लिहाज से आप पूरे पागल होने चाहिए. सो उस लिहाज से आपकी उम्र 50 होनी ही चाहिए. If any question is asked and you don't know what the answer is, then you cannot also answer since when this ignorance has been in your mind. What was Einstein's wife's name? What was Edison's mother's name? And since when you had this ignorance with you? Until I asked the question. Right? So when did every nonsense happen? When you pay attention to it, that this is a corner of darkness and I have no answer to it. But we cannot say when did this darkness started. This has been very beautifully explained by Sri Guru Nanak Dev Maharaj in his words. थितवार न जोगी जाने रुत माह न कोई जा करता सिरठी को साजे आपे जाने सोई. When did that first birth happen? Nobody knows the date, years, which eon. Nobody knows. Neither the yogi knows, nor the greatest scholar know. Lord who created Lord who manifested everything. Only Lord knows when it started. But one thing is for sure, we don't know the origin of the ignorance when it started, but the beauty is this, we can end the ignorance. Like, what was name of my school principal? My school principal, somebody mumbled over here. I heard that, I ignored that. Now I am addressing that. Somebody mumbled Mr. Singh. See, that's true, I was born in Punjab, but that doesn't mean that all the principals are Mr. Singh. That is true that Singh is a king, but that doesn't mean that every college and every school has a principal whose name ends with Singh. I got my education in a convent, and the convents are not being run by some Mr. Singh. That was being run at that time by Sister Regis, an Anglo-Indian lady. Now you know. So your ignorance has ended. So does this mean that you have to really know when the first thing happened? No, that is not required. The only thing required is all this which we are carrying in our subconscious and the conscious mind, which is carving our personalities. You know these child prodigies, musicians, astrologers, scientists. Just recently in India, a 14-year-old boy has challenged the theory of Einstein of relativity. He's just 14. He has prepared the paper has been sent to the body of the scientist, and they are mind-boggledly amazed. How did he do that? You have 3 years old who can play on piano. You have 4 years old who can play on tabla. You have 6 years old who can recite Bhagavad Gita by heart. You have 8 years old who can finish their college. They have such an IQ levels. And then you have 4-year-old who sits in Padmasana with quiet mind, head, neck and trunk are straight, and sits for more than 5 hours. How is that possible? The training of the mind, which has gone deep into the subconscious, that creates the next episode of that person's life. Wherever the emptiness is, some fullness will come and cover it up, fill it up. So our karma releases a certain force, and that certain force will definitely fit into that certain slot. And that is how the karmic inter-reactive connections happened. So much so, I'll tell you one story of my one of the yogi. He used to say this, that because he had a very clear memory of his past life, and when he would meet people, he would find it so difficult to deal with them in this present body, because he remembers that he was an enemy. He did a lot of harm. Now he is coming with the folded hands and doing pranam. And he knows it. Like if I ask you, what did you eat yesterday? You know it, right? What did you had last Sunday, your afternoon lunch? You will know it. But if I ask you, what did you eat 10 years ago in the afternoon of May 15. Now it will be trouble. But yesterday is pretty clear, right? But 30 years ago, 40 years ago, well, those who are sitting of 25 years age, this question is not applicable on you. Those who are post 60, if I ask you 60 years ago, where were you on this very day? Difficult. But for a yogi, it is not. So Swami Rama said this, that it became so difficult for him to deal, because the moment that person would come who was enemy in his last life, he wanted to kick him. Because he was still a child. Now his body is child, but his mind is still very much clear. And then he asked this question from his guru, what should I do? He said, nothing. Because if you do something, then this will open up a new account. Do you want a new account? See, you give something to somebody, one day that person returns it to you, right? In society, we might forget to get our stuff back, or the person can say, oh, I don't think so, you ever gave me anything. But in the karmic connection, this is not possible. You release a certain energy when you do an action. Right? And what does science say about energy? Does energy die? It just changes its form, right? So what is karma? It is energy released. So it is going to come to you. Hence when the scriptures and the Mahatmas and the yogis and the gurus say, do good, they are not saying for sake of others, they are saying for sake of you. It is not that some God is keeping account of what you did good or what you did bad. No. Then who keeps the account? Your own subconscious. Now can you leave your subconscious mind somewhere? Can you forget? You know, like you forget your wallet, your purse, your car keys. Can you leave your subconscious mind somewhere? No. It always stays there with you. Even in the time of death, it is this mortal frame, the body, which dies, but not the mind. So all the impressions which have gone in the mind stays in the mind. It only gets deleted in samadhi, never before that. When you do something hurtful, vengeful, angry, you create that impression in your subconscious mind. When you do certain good thing, help others, serve others, love others, respect others, give. See, usually all religion says do dana, do charity. What does dana mean? Dana means that I own something and I give my something to somebody who needs that. Or I give that something to somebody whom I respect. So I offer my love in a kind and I give that thing. It can be money, it can be clothes, it can be fruit, it can be food, it can be anything. I had it and then I give it away. That is called dana, right? Charity. But there is another explanation of this word dana. And dana is, as per Vedanta and Yoga and Mimamsa philosophies, that you get this understanding that you are not owner of this thing. Neither you were owner in your past, nor you are owner of this thing today, nor you will be owner tomorrow. So you untangle your mind from that thing. See, usually, let's say, I have a watch. I give this watch in dan to somebody. Now I'm saying this is my watch. And then somebody would say, now this is my watch. So minus is there. So attachment is there. First the watch was attaching me with itself. Then I gave it away to somebody, and now that somebody will say this is. So the attachment is still in the continuity. So this can't be real dhan. I know of a sadhu, if somebody gave him money, he would never accept it. Why? He would say, if I take money from you, I'll have to give something back in service to you. And I don't want this entanglement. Hence, I am not going to accept your money. And if somebody would lay money on his lap, he would use a piece of cloth and throw it away as if it is a snake or insect. Yes. And by chance, if he has touched money, he would observe fast that day. Won't eat anything. He actually got so paranoid. He won't touch anybody. He won't accept anything from anybody. He was that scared. He said, already I am paying so much of my past karmic connection. I don't want new. And actually, I remember when doing Bhagavad Gita commentary, I was talking on the karma. Everybody was going into very deep depression. Because all the awakenings were happening. Oh, I did that wrong, I did that wrong, I did that wrong. And then everybody started writing letters to me. We are so sinful people, what will happen to us? Usually people do this. I own something, I give it to you, now you own that. First I was saying this is mine, then you would say this is mine. So this mineness is working. This attachment is just getting transferred. So this is not real dhan. Nope. This makes you more egoistic. Somebody was saying, oh langar chalte hain hamare to, भूखे लोगों को खाना खिलाते हैं हम, मंदिर बनवाया हमने, अस्पताल बनाया है हमने. That which makes you egoistic is not done. That which sullens your mind cannot be done. That which pollutes your mind cannot be done. What should be the real dhan? The real dhan is where first we have the understanding, I am not owner of anything. Do I own this body? No. Do I own these 5 elements? No. Have I manufactured the universe? No. The money lying in my pocket, you might say I worked 8 hours or I worked a full month and then I got my check and then I encashed the check. So this is my money. Okay, but the strength with which you worked with the body, was that strength yours? Was that body yours? Was that brain yours? तो मेरा नहीं, न था न है न होगा. तो क्या चढ़ाऊं प्रभु तुझको और क्या दान दूं किसी को. एक मैं प्रार्थना गाया करती हूं. Oh Lord, what can I offer you? I have come in your temple, but I don't know what to offer you because whatever I have is already owned by you. So I can't say, what can I offer? Because I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to give to you. The only thing what I can say is, please accept my love. So I'll shed tears in love and make a garland of the tears and will offer at your lotus feet. That is the only thing which I can offer. The flowers are owned by you. The fruits are owned by you. The everything, the elemental, all physical gross world is owned by you. I cannot offer you anything. This heart is yours. This mind is yours. This body is yours. What can I offer you? भगवान तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं तुम्हें रिझाने आई। भगवान तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं तुम्हें रिझाने आई हूँ। वाणी में तनिक मिठास नहीं, पर विनय सुनाने आई हूँ। प्रभु का चरणामृत लेने को है पास मेरे कोई पात्र नहीं। आँखों के इन दो प्यालों में कुछ भीख मांगने आई हूँ। भगवान तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं तुम्हें रिझाने आई हूँ। तुमसे लेकर क्या भेंट करूं भगवान आपके चरणों में। मैं भिक्षक हूँ तुम दाता हो, संबंध बताने आई हूँ। भगवान तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं तुम्हें रिझाने आई हूँ। सेवा को कोई वस्तु नहीं, फिर भी मेरा साहस देखो। हाँ, रो करके इन आंसुओं का एक हार चढ़ाने आई हूँ। भगवान तुम्हारे मंदिर में मैं तुम्हें रिझाने आई हूँ। वाणी में तनिक मिठास नहीं, पर विनय सुनाने आई हूँ। So the dan is the realization that I don't own anything and I am nobody, and hence I cannot give anything to anybody. Then what am I doing? I say it is offering. Offering. In Hindi we use the word bhet, gift. Offering. So you give something to somebody because you never owned it, but you are still giving it. So what is that? Well, the godliness in that body temple is being offered. Otherwise, it is just the gesture of dana itself makes people more egoistic. But when it is an offering to Lord, now this Lord is not a human being, this Lord is the divinity, the existence which is the absolute. And that absolute is existing everywhere. Please don't take God as some personality. Mm-mm. That absolute existence is not a personality who can be praised. But yet, when you pray, you gain. God is not like a human being who needs some appraisal or applauding. Or he wants people to blow his trumpet and say, oh God, you are great. Oh God, you are great. No. It is the mind of the sage when he sees the beauty, the miracle of this cosmos. Out of amazement, he says, oh Lord, you are great. That Lord is not having some ears who is hearing it. Let me say it like this. If some child accidentally puts his finger in that electric socket, something would happen. A shock would happen, right? But can you put a criminal charge on electricity? Or the electricity department, or the dam from where that electricity came, or the solar plant from where the electricity came? Nobody can be charged. It's not a criminal offense. The child accidentally poked his finger into that electric socket, got the shock. So we take care of the child, but we don't beat up the electric socket or cut off the electricity of the house. No more electricity in this house. Dangerous. In the very same way, when you follow the order of the nature, you are in a good position. When you disrupt this order, you are in a worse position. So you are in a good or a bad position because of not somebody. So if you poke your fingers in the sinful things, the backlash of the shock is going to happen. And if you smell a beautifully marigold, a rose, a daffodil, what will you get? Beautiful smell. You will love it. You will enjoy it.